Hello everyone, my name is Gabby, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super review. This time we're reviewing episode 23. So, Piccolo's dead. Dead. While Gohan laments how if he had been training this probably wouldn't have happened, Whis finally gets Bulma's message. Bulma, furious, explains that Frieza's back and can Goku and Vegeta get back like right this second? Gohan uses all of his power as a sort of beacon so Goku can teleport there with Vegeta. So finally, the two pure-blooded Saiyans have arrived. After taking Piccolo's body to Dende and making Goten and Trunks stay back from the battle, Ginyu attempts to fight them and is effortlessly killed by Vegeta. Goku decides he'll take on Frieza, and Frieza immediately changes into his final form, killing his soldiers through the transformation. Goku says he doesn't need to go Super Saiyan anymore and powers up. The long-awaited rematch between Goku and Frieza is about to begin. So, what did I like about this episode? This might be a bit surprising, but I'm actually going to say Gohan and Gohan's role. First of all, Gohan is pretty much going around and he's spending this entire episode lamenting that this is kind of partially his fault, and maybe if he'd been training like Goku was, none of this would have happened. I'm not one of those Gohan fans who really wants him to start training again, but the way they were implying with everything in this episode, and the fact that Piccolo died because of pretty much his actions, if he didn't start training after this episode, I would be kind of surprised, and it would have also made Piccolo's sacrifice seem kind of pointless. Having Gohan in the spotlight, maybe because he might train later on, maybe, is still a cool idea, and I am looking forward to that, if that happens. I mean, it's pretty much the same as his arc in the Buu Saga, but his arc in the Buu Saga ended up going backwards at the end because Goku came back, so I don't know, we'll see. And the fact is, he kind of had an important role in this episode, sort of using all of his power to make this sort of beacon for Goku and Vegeta to teleport in. In the end, in all the Resurrection F arc, the biggest thing he did in this arc was just calling for help, which I guess if you think about it is kind of annoying, but really after everything else that he did in this in Resurrection F, and if also comparing it to the movie, I think it's actually kind of cool because he had a lot more significant role than he did in the movie, so that's something. I also liked the whole situation they had with Beerus and Whis, in that the only reason that Whis saw Bulma's message in the first place was because Beerus wanted more pizza. That's just something I feel is just so Dragon Ball. Just something really important, ended up being solved by something so mundane and being I want more pizza. Take out Goku and Vegeta. Okay, I'll take out Goku and Vegeta. Oh, hey, look, there's a message. I don't know, that was just something I liked. As for what I didn't like about this episode, first of all, Ginyu, Tagoma, whatever, Ginyu being killed by Vegeta. When I first saw this when I was watching the episode, I'm oh, so that's why Ginyu was brought back, just so Vegeta could kill him. It honestly feels like the worst kind of fan service. Someone at Toei was looking at the Namek Saga and hey, Vegeta didn't get a chance to kill Ginyu. That was really annoying. Vegeta should have killed him. So let's bring him back, just so Vegeta can kill him. It's the worst kind of fan service because it feels kind of disrespectful to the original work. It's like saying, oh, I didn't like how this went through on Namek. So in our series, we're just gonna change it. We're gonna fix it because screw you guys, screw Toriyama, screw the original creation. We're gonna do it the way we like it. For all I know, Toriyama was actually involved in this decision. I actually have no idea, but I really doubt this was his idea. This really feels like a Toei idea. Or just someone's idea. Some really pissed off Vegeta fan who just wanted this to happen, and then they could make this happen in Super. And no, fan service isn't a bad thing, but it's just it just feels, there's just this thing I don't understand with a whole bunch of Vegeta fans who just really pissed off that he doesn't get to kill people, and I'm why is this such a big deal? Why is this so important? Vegeta gets plenty of badass moments even if he doesn't get kills, so I just don't get it. And then there's the fact that Goku immediately tells Goten and Trunks to go off to Dende and get out of here and tell him about what happened, and I know why they did that, because Goten and Trunks would definitely misbehave or do something or screw up the battle or something, but on the other hand, they just came in last episode. They barely did anything this entire arc. Once again, this kind of feels like fan service. They're oh, people who were pissed off that Gotenks wasn't in the Resurrection F arc, wasn't in Resurrection F, we'll put him in for 5 minutes, and technically Goten and Trunks for 1 episode. But now back to the status quo. Who cares about all those deviations we made in episode 22? We're going to ignore them as much as we can. So basically, the thing I realized when watching this episode was there's been a lot of deviations from Resurrection F the movie in this arc, but from now on, it seems like they've either ignored them or just quickly shoved them out of the way, and everything's gone back to very familiar territory. It kind of feels like the stuff that we thought was going to happen in the Battle of Gods retelling, that they'd change a whole bunch of things just to keep things interesting, but in the end the overall story is the same. Like, with the stuff with Resurrection F, if you really think about it from what we've got here, both the arc and the movie are probably once at the end you're going to get to the same status quo, and there doesn't seem like there's anything particular in the arc that you really need to see to start Super, like with the new stuff in Universe 6. So it's just strange, because if they did this for Resurrection F, the arc, why didn't they do this for the Battle of Gods arc? Because they could have, and this shows that they did, so I'm just a bit confused. Not that I really care that the Battle of Gods arc gets plenty of deviations, but I'm just surprised they did this for Resurrection F, they didn't do this for Battle of Gods. So as the next episode, Goku and Frieza's fight is going to start. And that will be interesting, and I wonder if there's going to be any good fight choreography, or if the fight's going to be more interesting. I don't know, but the important thing is, blue hair is coming. Blue hair, Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's here. It's finally here by episode 24, and that is good because it means that we can finally stop talking and foreshadowing about it, although it probably seems like it kind of came out of nowhere still, but we'll see. So, Dragon Ball Super episode 23, it was alright. I mean, sometimes I feel like there was a bit of missed opportunities with some of those deviations they had. I feel like they could have kept them going on a bit more, just maybe bringing Goten and Trunks for a bit longer. Killing off Piccolo seemed to have no purpose in the end, and just all this stuff. I kind of wish that they'd sort of kept with some of that stuff with all the side characters and everything, but they seem to want to get that out of the way, as if this was just some kind of collective hallucination we all had, and now we're going back to Resurrection F. I guess the fights also have opportunities for deviation, but I don't think they really will. The biggest surprises we're going to get now are probably just going to be the differences in choreography and the little extra things they add. But there's nothing going to be too surprising until pretty much the end of this arc. So this is Gabby, signing out, and I'll see you all next week. Bye guys!